Good morning. How are you? Thank you for joining my first live stream on YouTube in 2022. Thank you for joining. How is everything on your side? How is everything on your side? How is everything on your side? All right, let's go straight to the point. Keep your questions coming if you have any questions. Please keep them simple, straightforward, clear enough. If I answer a question for someone and the question is the same thing you want to ask, you also want to make sure you are just following so that you don't keep repeating the same questions that I've answered already, okay? So let's just keep it simple. Questions on real estate, questions on anything that I normally cover on my channel, you can keep them coming. I'm currently on my way to the car washing bay to go wash my car, and then from there I will go to Toronto to go pick somebody from the airport. The person is coming from Ghana, so I'm gonna pick the person from the airport in Toronto. Yeah. Otherwise, keep your questions coming. I'll do my best to. Please, which school is best for occupational health safety? Which school is best for occupational health? I don't know of any school which is, say, like the top school in that area, but most schools offer health-related programs, okay? Maybe not exactly the one you just wrote, occupational health safety, but most schools offer health-related programs. If you have a first class or a second class, you could look into a master's program of 1 year. If you have a third class lower or a weak second class lower, or an HND, but you don't have a degree, but just an HND, you could look at applying to colleges. In Ontario, some of the most popular colleges are Niagara College, in the region where I live, Seneca College in the Toronto area, Centennial College, Humber College, Mohawk College, and Durham College, and what have you. These are all colleges in Ontario. There are a lot more colleges out there. I've done a video where I provided a list of schools that are affordable as well. You might want to take a look at that video, okay? All right. There's a bit of a lineup at the car washing bay here. I'm trying to wash my car, but it looks like we got a bit of line, so I might have to wait for some few more minutes in order to wash my car. Yeah. Anyway. So keep your questions coming. I'll be in the car whilst I'm waiting for them to call me and then wash my car for me. So I hope the gentleman with a question on Nate Benjamin, please, which school is best for occupational health and safety with relatively less expensive? I hope I've answered your question. All right. I've done a video where I gave a list of schools or colleges and universities in Canada with affordable tuition. That is not a conclusive list, meaning that that is not to say those are all the schools in Canada, but those are the ones that I know of. There are a lot more there. So you can definitely watch that video. Go through my YouTube videos. You'll find the video on the most affordable colleges in Canada, okay? Yeah. So please take your time and go through them. Nate Benjamin, that's an answer to your question there. And you definitely will find a lot of the colleges offering health-related courses too. So you can see which one is probably closest to what you want to do or what you do professionally, and you can look into that, okay? Yeah, guys, keep your questions coming. You can see we don't have a big community here on YouTube for my life. If it was Facebook, we would have had about 200 people or something. Yeah. Once in a while, I'll be going live as well on Facebook. So just keep your questions coming, okay? Keep your questions coming. It's pretty cold. It's pretty cold today. Minus 17 or minus 18 or something like that. It's pretty cold. Yeah. I am going through questions, so keep them coming. Looks like we only got one question from Nathie Benjamin. Keep your questions coming, okay? Nathie Benjamin, where are you watching from? Are you in Ghana? Or you are in a different country? Are you in Ghana? It is very, very cold. So what is Chorkor Millionaire doing today? Coming to the car wash, going to see a friend, and then from there I go to the airport to pick up somebody who is coming from Ghana. Okay, somebody's coming from Ghana, so I'll go to the airport to go pick the person up. You said you are in Dubai. Nice, good to know, good to know. Looks like there is a lot going on in Dubai, huh? We have a lot of Africans there who are putting the hustle together. All right, thanks for sharing that with me. Okay. I'm trying to keep my car ready so that when the car wash guys come, they can easily find. They don't have to deal with anything else. You are in Dubai, okay. All right, guys, keep your questions coming if you just joined. Keep your questions coming. I'm taking questions. So please keep them coming, okay? If you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm at a car shop. I'm at a car washing bay, trying to wash my car. So I'm getting my interior ready so that when they come and pick the car, I don't have to lose any important thing, okay? That's what you see me do. Keep your questions coming. Let's see what we got there. Anybody else with a question aside from Nathie Benjamin? No? Keep them coming, okay? There is a bit of a line, huh? Let me turn the camera so you can see them, right? I have about 3 cars ahead of me, all trying to wash their cars. So I'm just waiting for them. Somebody has a question there. Let me see. Afosam is asking, is a graduate diploma a way to travel abroad? Yes. A graduate diploma means you are coming to study in a college. Minimum requirements, you could either have a secondary school education or a degree or an HND. Especially if you don't have a strong degree, bachelor's degree, to get a scholarship, you can go do a college education here. When you do a college education, you get what we call a diploma, like a college diploma. College is like similar to polytechnics in Africa. So if you come to a college here and you study here for about a year or 2, you can use that to get your papers in terms of your permanent residence. Yeah, so a lot of people come here and they do college education, and then they are able to use that to get their permanent resident. But before you get a permanent resident, you would have applied for postgraduate work permit after you finish school to allow you to work full-time whilst you are working on your permanent residence application. I've done a lot of videos with people who came from Ghana, Nigeria, who are here and they are doing their college education. So you might also want to go through some of those videos where I interview them and they share their story of how they came here, okay? So yeah, that is an answer to you, Afo Sam. All right. Afo Sam, did I answer your question? That's my sanitizer. Afo Sam, I hope I answered your question. What of someone who only has high school qualification? The minimum requirement to be admitted into a college here for a diploma, okay, a college diploma is high school. So if you have a high school, you are eligible to apply to a college here, okay? The minimum requirement for getting into a college is high school. The minimum requirement for doing a master's degree, especially if you want a scholarship, is a second class upper. For most schools, second class upper. Not a second class upper for a polytechnic HND, but a second class upper of somebody who has a bachelor's degree, undergraduate bachelor's degree. That is the minimum requirement for getting a master's scholarship here. But if you don't have a bachelor's degree, which is second class upper, but you have a lower or a third class or a pass, or maybe you have an HND, you could go through the college option. Remember, the minimum requirement for getting into a college is secondary school education. So anybody with a secondary school education can easily apply to get admission into a college here. I hope that makes sense to you, okay? Okay. I mean, I have a master's. Do I necessarily have to come by a PhD? No, you don't have to. I have already done a video on this. Check this on my Facebook channel. It's actually on my YouTube too. I posted it just last night. Whether you should do a master's or a PhD, I made an argument that if you want quick papers, you should probably consider doing another master's degree and then get your papers first in terms of permanent residence. And then after that, you can go ahead to do your PhD if that's still your dream. So watch that video. It's available on my YouTube, okay? I uploaded it just last night. Keep your questions coming. I'll do my best to answer all of them. You can see we are not many on my YouTube, so I get a chance to respond to almost everybody's question, okay? That is one advantage. For those who are wondering, what is Chorkor Millionaire doing down there? He is trying to get any valuable document in a safe box so that when I wash my car, I don't lose any important document, okay? That's what I'm trying to do. Trying to make sure anything that is important. Please, can I have your email address? I'm not just giving my email, because some of you are just asking me questions that I've answered them already. So only you tell me what you want to ask me and I'll give it to you, all right? Remember, I'm going to give it to you anyway. Don't worry, I'm going to give it to you. And I'm going to give you the criteria, okay? I used to have my phone number on Chorkor Millionaire's page on Facebook. I'm telling you, for those who don't know, I used to have my cell phone number there. People were calling me and I was picking their calls directly. For those who did not know this and you are new, I want you to listen. When I started my Chorkor Millionaire page on Facebook, my phone number was there. So those who started with me in May last year, they were calling me. People were calling me directly. I was talking to them on the phone. I used to also have an option on my Facebook page where you can send me a direct message and I'll respond. People were abusing it. People were abusing it. It made me almost sick every day. People were abusing it. When I say abuse, people kept asking me repetitive questions, things that I've covered over and over again. And if I didn't respond to them, they got offended and they became very agitated and they passed nasty comments. So I took off my phone number and I took off the option to message me, so nobody could message me. The only option I've left now is my email option, where you can send me an email. If you abuse it, I will take that one too away, so that you can only get to watch my videos. I try to make my videos very detailed. So before you send me an email, one, make sure you have gone through my videos to make sure that whatever you want to ask me has not been covered already. I'm a very, very principled guy. So I want you to know I work with principles, and whatever I tell you, I do it. So just believe me, okay? If you ask me a question on a topic that I have covered already in a video, I will ignore you. You see my face as I talk. I mean, if you come and ask me, how do I get scholarship? I will ignore you. I'm a nurse. How do I come to Canada? I will ignore you. I'm a truck driver. How do I come to Canada? I will ignore you. I am a banker. How do I come to Canada? I ignore you. If I ignore you, it means I have covered these questions over and over again, both in QAs and also in in different ways. It just doesn't make sense that I'll be answering the same thing over and over again. I'm just principled about that. Number two, questions that emails that I ignore are normally emails that are not clear and don't have a direct content. For example, there are many people who send me an email. Hi, Chorkor Millionaire. And they don't say anything. Hello, Chorkor Millionaire. And they don't say nothing. If you send me a salutation, if you send me an email and all you are saying is, hi, Chorkor Millionaire, my name is this, and you don't say anything, I won't even mind you. Because that is not a message. You need to tell me why you're contacting me. All right? So be clear with your messages. If you are sending me a message via email, it should be because you are looking for clarification on something I have said that you did not understand. Even with that, I will rather prefer you post the question under the video so that when I answer it, it can help other people. I don't want everybody sliding into my email asking me the same thing over and over again. It's not healthy for me. I don't sit down responding to email like a call center. So I want to make sure I'm utilizing my time well. If you do not mind, post your question directly under the video. Even if I don't respond, somebody who has been following me and knows the answer will try and respond. But many of you like to contact me directly. I don't mind. But just make sure whatever you're going to ask me is not something I have covered. If you notice I have ignored your questions or some comments, take a good look. You may have noticed I have already answered that question many times. That is why I ignore them. It's just who I am. I will ignore your questions if I've answered them over and over again. Okay? One of the ways you can find all my videos are on my Facebook page and also on my YouTube channel. I re-upload all the videos on YouTube. It can be very difficult to find my videos on Facebook, but it can be definitely easy to find them on YouTube, especially if you go through my YouTube video. So take your time. 1 second here. Hello, sir. How are you? I want to do exterior and interior. You want me to leave it here? All right, thank you. All right, guys, so I told you guys I am at a car washing bay. I'm in to wash my car. Okay, give me 1 second here. The gentleman who came here is a black guy. I think he's from the Caribbean based on his accent. So, yeah, let me get my most important things out. I'm going to be going out of the car. Give me 1 second, Let me organize some few things in the car so I don't lose any important thing, okay? So guys, here is my email, chorkormillionaire@gmail.com. chorkormillionaire@gmail.com, okay? But remember, if you ask me a question on something I've covered, I will ignore you with all my strength. I mean it. Just to let you know I'm serious, okay? And I do it to people all the time. If you ask me a question on something I've covered in detail, I'll ignore you. If you need clarification, I will answer you, okay? All right. Okay. All right, guys. So let me get out now so that the guy can come and do his job, okay? That's my number? Good. 1 second. All right. I got my trim kit there you can put in the trunk, okay? If you don't mind. Should I take it and put it there right now? Or it's up to me. Okay. 1 second. I'll be waiting outside here, okay? Thank you. You from the Caribbean?
No,
Okay. Africa?
no, I'm from Grenada.
Grenada.
Yeah.
Okay,
No,
West
this,
Indies.
I gave you the paper.
Oh, you gave me the paper. Where did I even put it? In my pocket, right here. So I'm good. Okay. It's from Grenada. It's from Grenada. Okay, so let me stand outside whilst I wait. I should have gone inside, but I rather want to talk to you guys here. Okay, so let me just wait out here. Hello, I just got my visa approved and booked my flight for February 7th, but no accommodation. Khadija, that's from Khadija. I will answer your question. Give me 1 second. All right, Khadija has a question. Let me look for that. Where is it? Christina Khadija. Okay, hello. I just got my visa approved, booked my flight for February 17th, but no accommodation yet. I'm a PhD student at University of Waterloo. University of Waterloo, okay? So, what is it there? Waterloo, okay? So, no accommodation yet, one. I have done a video on how to find accommodation in Canada. It is available on my YouTube channel, Khadija. You're going to watch that video. Use all the resources that I provided there. You might also want to send an email to the department you are coming to and find out from them if they can connect you to international students who are currently in the program and are from your country or Africa. If they connect you to such students, they may also help you find accommodation. But be sure to watch my video, okay? Watch my video and use all the resources. You can find accommodation yourself, but your preferred option is to contact the department and ask them, I don't know how to go about my accommodation. Is there any chance you can hook me up or connect me with some students who are already in your program and they're international students who are also doing their PhDs or masters? Most departments will put you in touch with some students so they can help you find accommodation and probably even arrange your airport pickup. But use my video. The title of that video on my channel is How to Find Cheap Accommodation in Canada. And it's on my Chorkor Millionaire page on YouTube. Okay? It's on my YouTube channel. All right, Khadija, that is an answer to your question there. Let me see if I have. I'm standing outside and it's super cold. Can I use my nursing resume to apply for a general labor job or construction? I will say you should edit your resume. Your resume must always be tailored to match the job. Guys, listen carefully. You don't go and use resume with skill set that is unrelated to a job. Anytime you're applying for a job, customize your resume to match the job. If you are a professor and you are going for a cleaner job, okay, a factory job, I don't see why you should put there that you are a professor teaching XYZ. It has nothing to do with the cleaning. There are things you can always eliminate and make the resume simple and tailor it. Okay, so you are a nurse, probably you should customize the resume. Take out or put the relevant skills that will match the job. Sometimes when you over provide information or when you overshare, it can hurt you. You're a PhD holder, you want to come and work in a factory, they might skip you and go for somebody who already has a basic skill. All right? So don't overshare. Don't overshare. Share only relevant information. Customize your resume to match the job. Okay? All right. That is from you. Okay? You're doing great job, bro. That's from Meek Everything. Bernard Amma in Ketia, please, will you need out? You don't need out for schooling in Canada if you're from a Commonwealth country, okay? You don't need out. I never needed an out to do my master, so you don't need an out. It is exempted for people who are coming from Commonwealth countries. Commonwealth countries are countries that are part of the Commonwealth of the United Kingdom, okay? Or the other option is, if you did your schooling, your secondary and your basic education in English throughout, you are also exempted. So you need to prove to the school that you did all your education in English, not French, not Portuguese, not Spanish. They will exempt you. But if your previous education is not in English, they will not exempt you. They will let you take an IELTS before, okay? All right, Kennedy Japan. Please, if you had your post-secondary education in Ghana, you need no art to apply for master. That's correct. That's basically the same thing I said. Commonwealth countries that are part of the Commonwealth with the UK, Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, we are all part of the Commonwealth, so we don't need an IELTS exam. But if you're coming from a country which is not part of the Commonwealth, and English is not your first language of education, then you definitely will need an IELTS. That is a criteria there, okay? All right, keep your questions coming. Keep your questions coming. Keep your questions coming. I'm standing outside. You have no idea. It's so cold, and I'm doing my Q&A. My hands are freezing. My hands are freezing, actually. Yeah. Anyway, please, I have 2 SHS certificates. Can I apply to a college with both? Yes, use the strongest of them. Okay, use the strongest of the SHS. Maybe one is a private exams you wrote, like an OBDEC, or what some people call is a NECO or whatever. Use which one you think is the strongest. Okay, no need to use the 2. Use the strongest of them. If they ever ask you for, if you have another one, then you can provide the second one. But just stick to using the strongest of them. Okay. All right. Whew. Currently just waiting. Hello, sir. What can I do if there is an error in the year of birth on my ECA report? All of my documents, including my passport, has a correct date of birth, except for my master's. If there is an error with your, let me see. Let me take that question again. Except for my degree academic transcript. If there is an error with your date of birth or an error with your name, listen carefully, guys. If there is any error with your most important personal information, such as your name and your date of birth, you need to fix them as soon as possible. For example, if there is an error on your date of birth and it is just showing on your transcript, this is something you can resolve with your school. They can always print you a new transcript reflecting the date of birth, but they will ask you to probably show some proof. So maybe you will need to go there with your passport, your birth certificate, to show them that, you know what, there has been an error on it, and this is it. Proof to them so they can change it. If the school can change it in their system, they can definitely print you a new transcript reflecting the date of birth. But what if there is a mismatch with your name? Your last name or your middle name is not the same as the name on your passport. It is recommended you resolve this as soon as possible. Do an affidavit. Go and get it gazetted by your system of name change in your country, whichever one you have. In Ghana, we gazette it. We do an affidavit and all of that. Depending on which country you are coming from, please get that resolved as soon as possible. They will see this as a red flag if your names don't match, your date of birth don't match. The earlier you resolve it, the better, before you submit your final application, okay? All right. Okay, so how is the weather in Toronto? Nova Scotia is having a snowstorm today. As I'm speaking to you, my hands are so cold. My hands are so cold. I left the gloves in the car. It feels, the way it feels is that it feels as if somebody is using a knife to cut through your hands. That's how it feels. It's really cold. It feels like somebody's, I can't feel my hands. Basically, that's what I mean. I just can't feel it. It's so hard. I can't even feel it anymore. This place, the temperature here is not as bad as the temperature in Toronto. So if I were to be in Toronto right now, it would be crazy. It would be extremely crazy. And the thing is that right from here, I'm going to Toronto. I'm going to pick somebody from the airport who is coming from Ghana. So it's definitely going to be more crazy there in Toronto, okay? All right. Nova Scotia, the weather is more rougher there. It's rougher. Okay, let me see the other questions coming through. I have an HNE, so can I get admission for Masters in Canada? Must I do a PhD? Careless concept, question ignored, because I answered that question some few minutes ago about HND trying to go for Masters. You might want to watch a playback of this, okay? You can't do a Masters. I'm going to answer this again. But guys, I ain't joking. If you ask me the same question again, I don't care what time you came in. If I tell you a question ignored, just know that I have answered the question already. No disrespect. I'm not trying to be rude to you. I just want you to know anytime I say question ignored, it means it's been answered already, okay? By somebody who has the same question or similar. You can't do, I can't say this more than enough, guys. Sometimes I wonder if people just don't go on the website to check them, right? It is right on the school's website. The minimum requirement, I want you to know this. The minimum requirement for doing a master's degree is a bachelor's. I have said this over and over again. 3 days ago, I even posted a whole video on my Facebook channel. I just don't know why people like asking repetitive questions. The minimum requirement, I'm going to say this again, and I don't care whoever is watching this or who is not watching it. But if you come and ask me the same question again on my Facebook, I'll give you a cheeky answer. The minimum requirement for doing masters is a bachelor's degree, not HND. Bachelor's degree, undergraduate bachelor's degree, minimum, not HND. Number 2, even if you have a bachelor's degree, your GPA must be in a second class upper if you are looking for scholarship. Notice the word I added after that. If you are looking for scholarship. But if you are not looking for scholarship and you just want to go and do a master's and pay your own fees, then your GPA may not be so important. They may still admit you. Maybe you had a second class lower of a degree. Maybe you had a third class. Some schools may still admit you, provided you are paying your own fees. But if you're looking for a scholarship, all you need is a bachelor's degree in any related study.
Excuse me, sir.
Ready?
Finish your car, yeah.
Yeah. Inside out,
Yeah, in and out.
everything.
Yeah.
Clean properly, like inside all clean. All right. 1 second, guys. My car is ready. Let me go get my car, okay? I didn't bring my mask, so let me use this one, okay? Can I get a little bit of clean here too, on this side?
Oh, that's grease.
Oh, it's grease?
From my
Okay,
robes.
okay. I didn't even know I had grease there.
We'll take out grease.
All right. Okay.
Guys, we're gonna get the door panels too, eh?
All right. Thank you.
Is that cash or card, sir?
I'm doing card.
Card,
Card,
okay,
yeah.
go to the blue door.
All right. Right here. Making a payment here?
Huh?
I'm making a payment. Oh, I gotta come through and then make a payment. Sorry, yeah?
Did you get number 2, sir?
I think so. Let me just check here. What you got there?
Number 2.
Number 2. Okay, let's do it. Got a MasterCard.
Okay.
All
No
right.
tap though.
No tap?
No.
Okay.
Keep it all the way in.
Yeah.
Okay. Follow the prongs. Cold, eh?
Yeah, it's so cold. Yeah.
I hate it. I can't wait
Yeah.
this spring.
Can you put a tip amount? Number 2? Okay.
Number
let me
2
put
is
a
the
tip.
amount.
Tip amount. So. Okay, I gave you $4 there in tip. That should be good, right?
Appreciate it. Thank you so
You're
much.
welcome.
You have a lower key card. Do 9 washes, get the 10th one free.
All right, give me that. Appreciate it.
Can you enter pen?
All right. Oh,
Roll up the pen, buddy. Okay, you need a receipt?
You guys scent the inside of the car if you finish washing? Do you guys put some scent freshener and stuff like that there?
Yeah, I can give you something.
Okay, I will appreciate that.
Okay,
Yeah,
take the
thank
card.
you.
You need a receipt?
No, I don't need a receipt. My wife will take it. You know what? Just give it to me. The bill will show on the receipt, but let me just take that.
Yeah.
pass it to me if you don't mind. It's okay.
I'll
You're
do
good.
it for you.
All right, good. All right, guys. I was making a payment for my car wash.
There you go, my friend.
All right, thank you. Have a good one. Yeah. One second. Okay. All right. Huh, guys, give me 1 second, huh? Just getting my phone in place so we can go. I'm out. Woo! Wow, not easy. Sorry about that, huh? Woo. Whoa. Why is my brake screeching after they wash the car? I don't know. Oh, my brake is sounding funny just after they wash the car. I don't know why. I have to check that out. It wasn't like that. Could it be? I'll test it as I drive it. What was the last question I was even answering? What was the last question? Yeah, masters. Somebody asked a question about HND to masters, okay? HND to masters is not possible if you don't have a bachelor's degree. It's not possible. It's not possible. The reason why it's not possible is because most master's programs will state that for you to be admitted, the minimum requirement is undergraduate bachelor's degree, not HND. So especially if your study is not a bachelor's degree, you are not eligible for a master's. Now, what if you are eligible for a master's? What if you are eligible for a master's? You can either get admitted on scholarship or you can get admitted without scholarship. The person who wants to get a scholarship to do a master's degree needs to have a bachelor's degree with a minimum of a second class upper. Minimum of second class upper bachelor's degree. The person who wants to do a master's degree but does not have a minimum of a second class upper, let's say yours is way lower, second class lower, third class, or even a pass, but a bachelor's degree, you are looking at probably paying your own fees to do the master's program in Canada. In Canada, if you do a master's program for 1 year or 2 years, you are eligible to get your permanent resident. Did you hear that? You are eligible to get your permanent residence. I did a 1 year master's, except that I had a first class, so I got a scholarship. If you did an HND and then you went to do a top-up university bachelor's degree, you know some people do a top-up. So let's say you did a HND in Polytechnic, but then you went to Legon or KNUST or UCC or university of whichever university your country has, and you did a top-up of 2 years or 3 years. You can use a combination of your HND and the bachelor's to make an argument that, you know what, aside from your HND, you have a top-up degree. Some schools will admit you. Some schools will admit you. But if you have no top-up, no degree at all, it is just not possible to be admitted to do a master's degree. What many people do is that for those who don't have a top-up degree in addition to an HND, or for those who don't have a strong bachelor's degree GPA to get a scholarship, they normally will come and do a 1 year or a 2 years diploma in a college. Remember, in Canada, we have colleges and we have universities. We have colleges and then we have universities. Colleges are the places where they do trades, hands-on teaching, hands-on like practicals, things that are more practical, like trades job, blue-collar related education, like carpentry, mechanics, hairdo, winemaking, this and that, right? This is what we do in the colleges. So the colleges here are similar to polytechnics. Colleges here in Canada are the same as polytechnics, right? And the universities here are the same as the universities back home. That is why if you have an HND and you cannot get into a degree program here, your best option is to go through a college program. And you see the way I've explained this. I've been explaining this since I started my channel. But I know those who come late, new followers, they will not go and watch my old videos. So they will come back and be asking me the same question. A time will come when you ask me a question, I will ignore you. And then you know why I ignore you. Because you guys don't like going through old videos. All you do is you just jump on the channel and you begin asking questions without asking whether this guy has covered it already. It doesn't make the job easy at all, right? I have 24 hours just as you. If I sit there and all I have to do is to be repeating myself like a chatterbox, it's not good for my health. It's not even encouraging at all. So do your best to always review my old videos. Do review my live Q&As. You'll notice I answer these things over and over again. How many bloggers or how many content creators do you see answer questions the way I answer? Spend time with you the way I do. They do 10-minute videos, 5-minute videos, and then you guys have to go and figure out the rest by yourself. You come here and then I do things in detail, and some of you are taking it for granted. Don't let me take some of the things I used to do away. You know me, I will do it. If I see things stressing me, I will just stop doing it. That's how I am. I had my phone number there. You guys were abusing it, calling me in the middle of the night, asking me nonsensical questions that I've covered already. What did I do? I took my phone number off. I had an option on Facebook where you could send me a direct message and I was personally responding. Some people got extremely abusive, with no respect, no values, asking you questions as if you are their slave and you need to, like, you know, what did I do? I took that option away, so nobody can send me a direct message on Facebook. Right now, the only thing I have is my email option. That one too, if you guys abuse it, by asking me questions I've covered, I will delete that option. You can't email me again. All you have to do is not just watch my videos and post questions here, so that you know that this is one of the challenge of becoming a content creator. Some people just ask extremely repetitive questions that have been answered over and over again. They will keep coming back. Everybody wants to ask, how can you bring me to Canada? Is that what I do? Do I bring people to Canada? I want to come with my children. How can you bring me? Is that what I do? Am I a travel and tour? And yet I keep saying these things over and over again. I'm not a travel agent. I only give you information so you can go and act upon it. I don't mind if you are new, but at least it's laziness if you don't go through my old content. And the first thing you want to do is to just pour your questions there without asking if I've done it. It's laziness. Our African brothers, that's it. We don't like researching. We don't like going. I have over 200 or something videos on YouTube. They won't watch it too. Some of them are not even here to go through. They will come and ask me the same question. You see what I'm answering right now? Go on Facebook and see. Many people will be posting that same question there. You think it makes the job easy? A time will come, you see me going very hard on many people and you understand why. I'm a very principled guy. So please take that serious. Don't abuse anything I do. Don't abuse it, okay? I'm doing this freely from my heart. Don't abuse it. If you abuse it, I'll put my time to a better use, okay? All right. All right, let me, when I drive, I try not to look on the phone too much. I'll keep your questions coming. In the next few minutes, I'll be ending the live Q&A. But keep them coming. I'll do my best when I get to a stop or a place like that to just quickly scan on the phone, okay? All right. But I hope you enjoyed. This is my first live Q&A, or my first live stream on YouTube in the year 2022. So yeah, I normally do a lot on Facebook, but I'm hoping to start here so that a lot of people can find here. There are people who struggle to find my videos. They don't know I have almost all the videos here on my YouTube, right? Take your time and watch them. Drop your comments if you have any questions. I would rather prefer you post the question under the video instead of emailing me. If your question is not something confidential, I don't want to see you emailing me. I'm not joking with it at all. Don't email me if you don't have a confidential information. Don't email me if your question is not something that is a secret. Don't send me an email. I will ignore your email. If your question is something that when I answer can help somebody too, don't send me an email. I'm not here to just be reading people's email. I have many of them sitting down. When I go through them, discourage. One day I'll open the email for you to see some of them. Repetitive, the same thing over and over again. You think I get excited opening my emails? I don't, because you guys will be asking the same repetitive questions. All right. Can I get social insurance number in Canada? Yes, a social insurance number is the same as our SIN number. We call it SIN, S-I-N, social insurance number. It is only given to people who are coming to live here for more than 6 months. Social insurance number is a unique number for identifying everybody who lives in Canada for more than 6 months. So if you are here as a student, a worker, a permanent resident, or a Canadian citizen, you have a social insurance number. Social insurance our American friends call social security number. You cannot get it if you are not supposed to live in Canada for more than 6 months. It is only issued to people who will live in Canada for more than 6 months and they have a visa, or they are refugees or something. Now, you do not apply for it when you are not in Canada. You can only get it after you arrive in Canada. So if you are looking for social insurance number, you need to have first arrived in Canada, be cleared by the airport border official, and then after that you go to an institution or an office called Service Canada, and then you ask them to give you your social insurance number. If you are not in Canada, you cannot apply for it. It is not something we apply for online without living in Canada, okay? Because it's wasteful. It is a way for identify people who live in Canada. I hope that makes sense to you. All right? Okay. Yeah, keep your questions coming. I will do my best not to be touching the phone as I'm on the highway. So keep them coming. I'll do my best, okay? Service Canada, that is where you apply for your social insurance number. You should have already been in Canada. The airport, okay, when you arrive at the airport, and then you answer all the questions that the Canada border official will ask you at the airport. If you land by the plane, the moment they tell you are welcome to Canada, the next thing they will tell you is go and get XYZ. They will give you a list of all the things you need to go and get, which is necessary for you to live in Canada. One of the things they will tell you to go and get is the SIN number, the social insurance number, also known as SIN number. They will tell you to go and get it. They would have given you even the locations to go and get them, okay? So the airport official will give you when you arrive, okay? All right. Sir, I'm Jeffrey and I had third class in special education. Do I have an option? What will you see? So Jeffrey's question. Guys, I want you to answer Jeffrey. Is Jeffrey's question a question that I have answered already? Somebody should answer. He said he has a third class. He wants to know if there is an option for him. I want to see if my followers are following me. Have I already answered a question like this? I want to see if people are following my channel well. Have I already answered a question similar to Jeffrey's question? Or I have never touched on anything like somebody having a third class, what options it could take? Have I answered this? Have I answered this? I want to see if you guys are following me or not. If I haven't answered it, I'll be more than happy to answer it. But I want somebody to let me know if I've answered it. Yes, you have already. Now, if I keep answering questions that I have answered already, are my videos going to be short or my videos are going to be long? Now, I need somebody to also tell me this. If within the same live Q&A, I answer the same question 10 times, are my videos going to be long or my videos are going to be short? You can tell my videos are going to be long. So you now see why a lot of people complain that my videos are long, because I do a lot of repetition. All right, Jeffrey, I have answered your question already. Maybe you joined late. I'll recommend that when this session ends, you play back at the beginning. Okay, I've answered your question. I'm not discouraging you from asking questions, but I want you to just trust me. Anytime I ignore your question or I tell you it's been answered, trust that I have already answered it in detail, okay? So Jeffrey, if you have any other question, you can bring it. Otherwise, please watch a playback of this live Q&A. Okay, keep your questions coming. If anybody else has any question, guys, please keep it coming. Okay, keep the questions coming. Please, you didn't answer my question, Godfred Watching. Can you bring your question again? Can you bring your question, Godfred, if you don't mind? Please post your question, okay? Godfred, please post your question. You see how traffic flows on our highways? No traffic. This is what, anytime you guys see me drive, you will notice there is almost no traffic on the road there. Is this not the kind of life we want to be living? Is this not the kind of life we should be living every day? Where you pick your car, you're moving, and you know in 10 minutes you'll be at your destination. Right now, it is what? See, as a country like paradise. Okay, Chiwendu has a question. Please, sir, I live in Turkey, but from Nigeria. Chiwendu, I'm just getting off the highway. Give me some few seconds. When I get to a red light, I will quickly check on your question, okay? There is a beggar here. Let me just give him some money, yeah? Hi there. Hello? There you go.
Thanks, boss.
You're welcome. Take care. Have a good day. Keep safe. Driving with no traffic. This is how Africa is supposed to be. This is how Abuja is supposed to be every day. Accra, Kumasi, Atonsu, Nkawe, Sofo Line, Mpampaso, name them G, Bekwai Runabout. This is how it's supposed to be every day. Please, can I offer graphic communication in a college when I didn't study visual arts in SAH? The minimum requirement is SAH. So I believe you can study graphic communication. Yes, I believe so. The minimum requirement is SHS. There are only some specific courses that if you want to apply for, they will require you to have certain courses done at the secondary level. For example, somebody who wants to come and do a nursing, but did not do biology and chemistry will be asked to retake those courses first before becoming a nurse or applying to do nursing here. The reason is that biology and chemistry is a foundation for a course like nursing, right? So that will be required of you. But for graphic design, I don't think you need visual art. You don't need visual art. You do not need visual art in order to do that, okay? I hope that answers your question. Godfrey, I think I've answered your question. I live in Turkey, but I'm from Nigeria. If my admission is approved, do I need to travel back to Nigeria to get a visa? No. You apply for everything from Turkey. Uchendu, Chiwendu, you apply for everything from Turkey. You apply online from Turkey. If you get the admission and your visa is also approved, fly all the way from Istanbul and come straight to Canada. No need to go and pass through Lagos in Nigeria. If you go there now, your family might lock you down, or some people might just lock you down with some things. So you don't need to. Guys, watch this. You do not need to return back home just to apply. You can apply from whichever country you are in. All right? You can apply. All right? I hope that answers your question. Good. Now, so way life supposed to be deal. Roads supposed to be they clear, so that if you buy your car they drive, you know they mess up. Road supposed to be good. Even here they put salt for road. They put salt for road. You know what is salt they do to road? They make the road they crack. Now then they make some of their road they do like that, they crack. The salt way they make them like that. All the white they see for the middle, now salt way then spread for them like that, just to melt the snow. But even with that, these people still they maintain their road. We get summer every day. Yeah, was summer every day. Grano, it to me ain't keep your road. No, trade you omo kwano sort me crack about me ni. Na maybe I feedback said I mean nim near high African leaders, minim near high. Tu kwan hu ana. Abro nkwa abro it is a be abro. Sure. Can I use my national diploma to apply for college? Yes. Yes, you can. You can use your diploma as well. But remember, the minimum is HSA. So if you're applying, most schools will actually list that you need to upload your secondary school transcript. They will not ask you for your diploma, HND diploma. So if they ask you for that, then you have your secondary school, upload your secondary school rather, right? If you don't have your secondary school for some reason, contact the school and tell them you have your diploma, but you don't have your secondary school with you. Will they say accepted? Most of them will say yes. But if you have your secondary school, it's better to use that one. Okay? All right. Please, if you have a first or okay, somebody has a question. Let me take that. I'll take that question. I'm almost at my destination, so let me just pull over and then read your questions. Okay. Are you guys enjoying the live session? You can see we don't have a lot of people like we have on Facebook, huh? So that makes it easy for me to catch all your questions. Huh? I'm just pulling over, so I will answer your question right away. I am picking up a friend here, so give me a second here, okay? I bet Kenikwe, when you got here the first time, you were in recycle mode. Hello, Madam Etisen. Good. Me patrol me how me okwana no why. Good. But me live video on me phone so until be more. I'm at Tinase Boko if you don't want your voice to come inside that. But I'll be say voice bad there, no problem. I'll wrap up my video just soon. But you can come in, okay? Okay, bye. Okay, let me go back and catch up with all questions that I may have missed. Okay, I'm going back. How much should I be? This from Jasmine Love. How much should I be looking at from financial point of view? Okay, Jasmine, your question. Let me see if there is another one you asked earlier. So please, what are some of the sure colleges that I can apply for which is less expensive? Jasmine, I have a whole video on this on my YouTube channel. When you finish watching this, take your time and go through them. There are cheap colleges and there are also colleges that are a little bit expensive. But the expensive ones in Ontario, you are more likely to get your visa on your first attempt. Niagara College, Seneca College, Centennial College, Humber College, Mohawk College, Durham College. These are all popular colleges in Ontario with higher visa approval rate. Okay, watch my video, Jasmine, on colleges. You will hear me mention other colleges in other provinces, but Ontario has one of the highest visa approval rate, Ontario. So if the money is not your problem, you can definitely consider Ontario. But if the money is your problem, you can definitely look outside Ontario by looking at the colleges in Nova Scotia Community College, for example, Nova Scotia Community College, New Brunswick Community College. I've already mentioned all these colleges in my video. Okay, Yasmin Love. So take a look at them. I'm going back to make sure I catch up with everybody's. All right, let me 1 second. Okay, the woman is coming into the car. Let me see. Is there registration at the local police on arrival to Canada like we have here in China? No. There is no registration like that, okay? We don't have a registration like that. Here, when you arrive, you don't go to the local police station to report yourself. We don't have that thing here. When you arrive at the airport and you get cleared, you are going straight home, okay? You don't have to report to any police station. Let me take off my jacket. I'm actually sweating in the car now. You don't mind, yeah.
Oh, sorry.
No, let me get out and take off my jacket. I'm sweating a little bit.
Okay.
Because I've increased the heat.
Okay.
The heat in the car is high. It's me sweating. All right. I'm live on my channel, so I imagine you don't want your feet to come in, so I've turned it away from you. Huh? Yeah. You have your mask, so they won't even recognize you. Yeah, so you get to drive me whilst I... So there's my friend. We are going somewhere. She's going to be the one driving so that I can talk to you guys. Huh? She's a good driver. Huh? So she's going to drive so that I can talk. We're going somewhere and see Yanko. Why?
Mm-hmm. Use a similar example.
Yeah. Jabeka Kofa has Ahano, main road now.
If you ever come back this way?
We are basically going back to, yeah.
Oh, okay.
All right, back to the question, the mention question. But the message baby.
Okay.
Yeah. We don't register at police station when we arrive, okay? We don't do that. It's not done. I don't know why they do that in, yeah. Okay. I'm going through your questions, okay? Okay, is the processing for colleges in Canada similar to degrees and masters processing? How about school fees? I'd love to. The processing is different. Colleges process their admissions really fast. Some colleges can give you admission just 1 week after you apply. Some can give you admission within 2 weeks. Colleges are way faster. University applications could take maybe a month or two, or even sometimes 3 months to get the admission, just because they set deadlines, right? Unlike colleges do accept people and applications on come as you go. So those who apply, they give it to them. Those who apply, they just give it to them. They don't wait for everybody to apply and then they go through to see who is more qualified. But with universities, they have to receive all applications and then sift through them and see who is the most qualified in order to admit them. Because of that, the wait time for admission is a bit longer for universities, all right? But for colleges, it is much quicker. You know what, actually? Yeah, I'm going to say, okay? Yeah. I hope that answers your question there. Okay, the person wanted to know the processing time of admission for both colleges and universities. Colleges are quicker. Universities could take a month to about 3 months, okay, depending on, and check, universities will also state the deadline for application, and then they will also tell you when to expect a decision. So always check on the website. If you're applying to a university, they always post that information there. Colleges will not put a deadline. So long as the program is open, you can apply and they can give it to you, okay? All right, so that is a question from one of you that I've answered. I have a diploma in project management and I would like to change to healthcare worker. I was told if I change, high possibility that my visa be denied. I have done a video on this. This is from Cheryl Vivette. Cheryl Vivette, I have done a video on this on my YouTube channel. The title is Top Visa Refusal Reasons. Alignment of program and career. Alignment of program and career. So go through my videos on YouTube. look for the videos that are titled Top Visa Refusal Reasons. You are going to see the one that says course does not align with your previous study or something like that. Just look for it. It will say alignment. I watched that video. I explained everything in detail. Okay. Definitely you want to align your previous studies and your career. If you did IT and all of a sudden you are going to help, there is no correlation. A visa officer will question that. Why are you suddenly just changing and making a turn? If you are not able to give them a concrete reason why, like a meaningful reason, they will most likely refuse you. Watch that video to get more information. Does it make sense to you? All right. Do you do traffic line and call? Right. We'll be if you Ghana Banti, we are Mekofano Airport.
Oh, okay.
All right. Godfred asked a question. Let me see. Canada, Japan. Canada, Japan, if you can answer. Albert Nikwe, are you currently in Canada or you are yet to come to Canada? Albert Nikwe. Canada, Japan, are you in Ghana or you are not in Ghana? Let me know. Okay.
Right?
We'll lay the band into one year. If any of you is in Canada and you like to also maybe share your experiences of travel, what you went through, send me an email, chorkormillionaire@gmail.com. We can talk about your experience and then we can all learn from your experience, okay? To bless somebody else. All right? Okay, let me go through the questions. Godfred asked a question, but I have already answered him. Gosh Mello is asking. Godfred asked a question. I have already answered Godfred. Okay, except Godfred says that he did not understand me. I have already answered him. The traffic winning. Yeah.
What took winning?
Traffic.
Okay.
Albert Nico, I pursued a 1-year postgrad certificate in financial planning and now currently doing another year. Oh, so Albert Nico, you are here. I think I remember you from my Facebook. You're already here. Train. Albert, thanks for sharing your experience with you are helping answer some questions. Thank you. I appreciate it, okay? If you'd like to connect with me and share your story at some point, let me know. You can email me at Chorkor Millionaire at gmail.com, okay? Albert Nikwe. And I hope you're doing I see why you said there is a snowstorm in Nova Scotia. You guys are going to feel it because you are close to that side of the Atlantic, right? The ocean. So anybody around the ocean, they are getting a lot of snow. All right. Boston in Massachusetts, for example, they are getting a lot of snow today. All right. That's fine. Right now for highway so then you have far left lane. Yeah. All right, it doesn't look like there is any other question. Adesina, sir, if an applicant pay 1 semester fees for a 2-year course, do that person need to provide proof of funds? Yes. So paying the fees alone, does it show you have paid, you have money for your living expenses? I want you to understand, if you pay your fees 1 semester, does it show that you have enough money to live in Canada? So I want you to answer that question yourself. After paying your fees, does it show you have money for accommodation? After paying the fees for 1 semester, does it show that you have money to eat? After paying the fees, does it show that you have enough money to live by yourself? The school fees alone does not answer your the question of your living expenses, right? I have done a video on this, detailed video on proof of funds. It is on my YouTube channel. Go through it and watch it. You know, a lot of people get refused on the grounds of proof of funds because they don't answer the question. They assume it's all about just paying the fees. After paying the fees, your living expenses, who is going to take care of that? Because your school fees is different from your living expenses. Okay. All right, guys. I hope you are enjoying. We are currently on a skyway. This is like a highway that is on top of a river. It's very, very high in the air. I wish I could show the other side for you guys to see it, but just believe me, we are actually in the air. Several feet high. Several feet, and we are about to descend. We are beginning to descend now. We are descending the bridge, and this is a highway on top of a big lake. Okay, Mario Arinze has a question. Hello boss, I stay and work in UAE and I want to come to Canada. Okay, I want to come to Canada, but I stopped schooling in high school. Please, how do I go about it? The way you go about it is to watch my old videos. Arinze, I've already done a video where you don't need education, but you can still come to Canada. Arinze, I'm going to say it again. The way you go about it is to go through my old videos. You will find a video where I have talked about you finding jobs in Canada without you having any education at all, even if you didn't go to school, how you can still find a job in Canada. So that is how you go about it, okay? By going through my old videos to find that video and watching it, okay? All right. Arinze, Mario, I hope I answered your question there. You said you have no education, but you still want to come. Is there any chance? And I've answered you. I have already done a video. Yeah, possibly. Yeah. Okay. Okay. We are technically 5 minutes away from the border of New York and Canada. I want you to pay attention to the signboard that is going to come. There is a signboard coming up under the bridge right now. On the left-hand side, you will see it say Lewiston, USA, Buffalo, USA. Technically, we are just about 5 minutes away from one of the borders with New York. That is why I tell you guys I live very close to the New York border. I live very, very close to New York. Literally 20 minutes away from the New York border. Yeah. You can see it coming up again on the signboard, destination board, USA on the left-hand side. It's just 5 minutes away. All right, guys. Thanks for being with me today on my live Q&A. I hope you enjoyed it. I will be doing more of this on my YouTube channel as well. Consider subscribing, activate the notification bell so that when I go live, you can receive a notification. You can see that we don't have a lot of people here as we have on Facebook. So that means that if you have questions, I can easily respond to them. I also recommend that you go through my videos. I have over 200 videos on YouTube alone. You may not need all of them, but you definitely will need one or two of them to watch. Be sure to watch my videos before asking questions. I will normally ignore any question that I have answered many times. It is not being disrespectful to you. It is me telling you you are being lazy by not going through my videos. All right, thanks so much for being with me today. Chorkor Millionaire. Share this video to bless somebody as well. Drop a comment, drop a like so that others can find my videos on YouTube. God bless you, and thanks for watching. Chorkor Millionaire. Bye-bye.